And then, yeah, I would say that 5 p.m. we'll start sharply. Anyway, I will take the recording and see. Yeah, we will upload all the details to the backboard and also to the chat group, WeChat group later. And then let's introduce Simon. So Simon will be one of our service learning officer, and then he will be take care all the logistic and all sorts of the air ticket, hotel arrangement, etc., etc. So let's thank you, Simon, and then could I pass the time to you, Simon?
Yes, thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
And I I am Simon. I will be staying with you for the whole journey. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me. So, welcome to the pre-departure briefing for COMP2S01 Yunnan trip. And today we will go through with you um, oh, some itinerary precautions and what to prepare and the medical insurance and also emergency contact for your references. And so before we begin, I want to ask, any of you often go to China for leisure trips or anything? Okay, seems no. Okay, never mind then. China has been very convenient nowadays. You only need a telephone with you powered on, and then you can do all sorts of things. For example, pay for food, like pay for anything you can. You just need a phone, and then you can travel around China. So later we will introduce you some uh, basic apps we use nowadays. And to begin, let's talk about the itinerary for this project. The whole project will be taking place from the 13th of May until 24th of May. And it's a 1.5 week journey. And so for the first day of the trip, the 13th of May, we will gather at PortU, and then we will take the shuttle bus to Shenzhen Bay Port, and then there we will go to the after crossing over the custom, we will go to Shenzhen Airport Hotel. That is the雅思特国际酒店, Yasita International Hotel, and for the Shenzhen Bay Port, when we arrive at the Shenzhen Bay Port, we will all of us will have to get our own luggages and then to go over the customs to go over the luggage check. And we cannot leave anything on the bus. But then we will at that time I will remind you all of you again. And then after arriving at the hotel, we can settle down a bit. You can order the food you like, and then get a good night's sleep. You may need to sleep earlier that night because on the other day, the Wednesday, we will have to get up very early to catch the plane because the plane commences on 7:25, and then we have to gather at the airport 2 hours before the flight. And then, so that makes us 5:25 at least. We will say 5 to gather at the hotel, and then we will go to the airport. So that means you will have to wake up at 4 in the morning. So uh, be sure to sleep well that night. And then after arriving at Kunming, we will be going to the Vienna hotel that is near the high-speed railway that is also close to that is also close to mm, the the service site, the 建水古城, the 建水 ancient city that you are going to shoot and film and do the 3D modeling on the other day. So on Wednesday you will also meet the students from Yunnan University, and then you can do some conversation, get to know each other, and brainstorm what will happen in the coming few days. And Yeah, that's the day for Wednesday. And the next day will be the first day of service day. And then you will go to Jianshui ancient city for filming and shooting and digital storytelling and also interview. And on that day, you will have to get up very early too, because we have to get there before the opening time of this tour visiting place. And because the place opens at 8, so we will go there at 5, and then you can have 3 hours of shooting. So we have to get up very early too. For this, it is the same for the next day, Friday too. And then on the Saturday, we will go to 蒙自西联大博物馆, and that day we don't have to get up too early. That day we will arrive at the museum at around 8 o'clock, and it's a 1.5 hour journey, bus journey, and then so I think it's better. And then on the PM on Saturday, we'll go to the nursing homes, the elderly homes for setting up your uh, VR preparations. And then on Sunday and the next Monday and also Tuesday, you will be serving at the elderly home in Maripo. And then the next day coming will be the closing ceremony, and then we'll go back to Kunming to stay in another hotel that is the Green Lake View Hotel. And then that will be your free time until the Thursday. You had a whole day of free time except for the early morning. You go to Yunnan University, and then the next day for Friday you have a full day free time too. And finally, we will come back to Shenzhen and then to Hong Kong together on the 24th. Okay, so for the departure, for those who do not need to take the examination, we will gather at 13th of May, 7:50 at night. We will gather at the podium of Core S. So uh, there will be an escalator going down to the road, and then we will take the bus there. So please be punctual. Uh, we always have a tight schedule in this trip, so we do not want anything to be delayed. So please be punctual. Anyone who is 5 minutes late, there will be a subway deduction. So please be punctual. It is very important. And do wear your green service t-shirt all the time, including the 13th of May. And for those who will take the examination that night, we will have the bus at 11 at night. Okay, so for the service location, this is a little overview of the service location. First of all, we will arrive in Kunming, as highlighted here, and then uh, there will be we will stay in the hotel, the Jianshui, uh, 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 oh, Jianshui Hotel in Honghe. After we arrive at Kunming, and then we will take a bus to Honghe City. Here, there will be a city called Jianshui, and then uh, Mengzi is also in this Honghe City here. And then Mengzi in between the Jianshui is only 1.5 hours of trip, but Kunming to Jianshui will be approximately 3 hours of journey. And then uh, from Mengzi to Maripo will be another 3 hours. So if you have the car sick, please remember to bring your car sick medicines. And so let's delve into some pictures of the service center. This is where you will be serving the elderlies. This is the Maripo Zhongxin the Manipur Central Nursing Home. And then this is a little video showing some facilities. Okay. So for this center, the age group of the service recipients are mostly 70 to 80 years old, and there are a total of 76 service recipients, and some of them are fully dependent. That means they need all the help to to perform the activities. There are 28 of them, and then others are semi-dependent. That means you may have to partially assist them. For example, like um, uh, helping them walk or speaking louder. Yeah. And then for some for the 20 of them who will have mentally alert, and then 11 of them who can move both of their hands and feet, and 9 of them who can move their hands but not their feet. So please be aware of this. And the service time of this center is 9 to 11:30 a.m. and then 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. In between, you will have your lunch. And then another service site will be the 麻栗坡城南社区幸福食堂. This will be responsible by groups 2468. And for this center, the elderlies are all in good health and they live with their families in nearby residential communities. And they need to pick up and drop off their grandchildren to and from school. And there are approximately 30 to 40 elderlies active. And the service time will be a little earlier. It will be 8:30 to 11 a.m. And then the afternoon is the same, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Okay. And then here are the notes that we want you to pay attention to. The elderly, um, you do have to pay attention to their emotions and health conditions and provide clear activity explanations and demonstration on how to participate in the activity for the elders. And you may also want to seek assistance from social workers when necessary, especially for the translation services, because some of them may not be too good in Mandarin, and the communication may need some assistance from the others. And you will have to be patient because sometimes they may not hear clearly what you say, and you will have to repeat like several times and with a louder pitch in order to let them get them understand. Okay. And there are 10 students from Yunnan University, and they are part of your team, with each member having different areas of expertises. And you will have to communicate more with each other and foster mutual understanding. So then you can have a smoother experience in your service. Okay, let's delve into some pictures of the uh, shooting location that you will be going to. So for the first one, the 建水 Ancient City, 建水古城, you will be shooting it at in the very early morning, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. And you have 3 hours, I think is totally enough. But if you are not enough, uh, there will still be a time slot for you to take supplementary footages, which is 6:30 and 7:30 at night. And on the upper left-hand corner, we can see this is the Chaoyang Gate Tower. Oh, it's very beautiful, hi. And then we have the Shuanglong Long Bridge at the lower picture. This one is very iconic, very historical. And then on the upper right-hand side is the temple, the Jianshui Temple is also very historical. And for this Jianshui Zitao, this is a very special heritage that it it goes through over 180 traditional processes in order to make one 紫桃. So it's very meaningful to take a look at it. And then uh, more of 建水古城, you can see there is this 朱家花园. That's very beautiful on the painting on the walls. And then we have meter gauge train on the upper right hand corner. And this is very special too because you can see the the style is different from the previous picture we just showed you. Um, you may want to find out more about this. Why is it so different styled from the other buildings? And then this 大阪古井, 大阪 ancient well. And Japan has also a 大阪, and I want you to also take a look at it and see why is it called 大阪古井. Okay, so for 紫桃, these are the pictures for the some of the processes in making a 紫桃. You can see they are very traditional without too much modern mechanics. And yeah, that's the way they make 紫桃. And this is some videos you can see. They're basically painting all the patterns on the pottery. They're making patterns by hands. Yes, all of them are very interesting, so you can uh take a look at it. And then for 蒙自西兰联大博物馆, the Southeast Associated University Museum in Menzi. So this is the picture of it, and it's very historical too. The shooting time will be starting from 8 to 11. And then for Vienna hotel that we will stay right after we arrive at Kunming. And then this is the interior. And then this is the Kimmer Hotel, which we will be staying for the near the elderly homes. And then this is the final hotel that we will be staying. It's pretty grand and beautiful. You can be a little excited to this. So for the meal arrangement, all the meals, most of them, for 90% of them, are subsidized by PolyU. That means you get $50 per meal, per lunch and dinner. So uh, all the expenses will be reimbursed after the trip, and so you have to pay by yourself first, and then later when you come back to Hong Kong, we will settle all the reimbursement to you. So, and then for the free times, you have 1.5 day of free time. There will be no subsidy for the meals. You have to uh, deal with it by yourself. And for the breakfast, we will be eating in the hotel. It is hotel included. And for the restaurants near the hotel, there are lots of options. The green spots on the right-hand side here, here, and here are the hotel and the service sites that we will go to. And then uh, the red dots around it are the restaurants. So you can see there are really a lot of options for you to choose. And for the general rules, we want you to be safe. First thing first, safety is for the most important. But also you want to respect the local customs and traditions. You may want to do some research of them before going to Yunnan, and then keep an open mind and embrace different cultures. But I think Yunnan people are also open-minded too because they are a multicultural city, and the people there are quite open-minded, I would say. And you should be punctual all the time, as I just said. I repeat, 5 minutes late of any announced schedule will be a subgrade deduction. And the schedule is very intense, yeah. And then note the call time, right? Do not be late. And every day you will have to wear the team tee, the green tee that you will get later on. And for health, some important tips. Please pay attention to the personal hygiene, wash your hands frequently, and keep the windows open. Even though you are turning on the air conditioner in your hotel, you may want to keep a little gap on the window open to help your room ventilate. And then you may want to wear a high quality mask if you are sick, and do not get others sick too. And prepares the travel medicines if you need, especially if you have the allergy or you are having car sick. And beware of drinking ice water in rural areas to avoid suffering diarrhea or contracting bacteria. And keep away from wild animals. This is very important. Do not touch them, do not get close to them, do not feed them. Because if you get bite, you will have to pay for the vaccination by yourself. And avoid eating street food or anything uncooked, especially vegetables, and just to keep you safe. And for the personal safety, keep your wallet, money, passport copy in the inner compartment of your bag. Leave your passport or travel documents at the hotel under lock. And only use your phone in indoor area if necessary. Have your companion to look out for you when you need to use your phone on the roadside to look after each other, right? And stay alert in crowded place and put your backpack in the front. And do not ride or take any motorbike as a travel vehicle. If you need to, you may call for taxis. There are a lot of uh, convenient apps on 微信小程序, the mini apps. You can call taxi anytime. And do not travel at night, even though you are in a group, because it may be dangerous at night. And do not travel alone. This is very important too. And for the preparation, what you need to prepare, you may want to prepare some uh, cash, the renminbi. I would say you don't need to bring too much cash because nowadays in China the uh, online payment is very convenient and feasible anywhere. But just in case if the signal is not good, you may have to use some cash. So just bring a little. And then there are these online payment app, the Hong Kong Alipay. You can use it in mainland China now too, and Union Pay also okay, WeChat Pay, BOC Pay, and Octopus. Okay, so for the power socket, the China uses 220 voltage, same as Hong Kong, so you don't need a converter for that. But for the size, this pattern of the plugin, you will need a converter for that. So in China, we use usually A and I. C, we seldom see that nowadays. And A is for the more common. And the weather there in May, Wenshan, Yunnan is going to step into the rainy season, and with the average temperature ranging from 18 degrees to 28 degrees Celsius, the rainfall is moderate, so uh, it may be cool at night, so bring a coat with you if you need, and also bring an umbrella all the time. And for the outfit, the clothing suggestions, we suggest you to wear the short or long sleeve, but you have to wear your team tee all the time, right? So it's okay. But for the free time, you will still be wearing your own shirt, your own clothing. So do not wear sleeveless shirts and shorts, and also high heels or heels. And others are basically okay. Wear comfortable shoes for outdoor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then for the packing list, yeah, you may want to keep note of this page, but we will send you the PowerPoint later on. And for the most important thing, passport, your Hong Kong ID, and also your traveling document. That is the China traveling permit. If you don't have them, you cannot cross the border. And you should also print a copy of your traveling documents just in case, and to 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 place your real documents in the hotel locked, and then you can bring the copy out, and so to be safe. And then bring a little bit of cash and mosquito repellent if you need. And for the packing list, you may want to read it by yourself later on. And do not bring too much cash. I would say 1,000 renminbi is pretty much enough. And do not bring tank tops, shorts, or hot pants. It will be too hot for the weather. And ATM card, you can avoid losing it. And any valuable things or items. And for alcohol especially, do not drink any alcohol even though the shop owners or the restaurant owners ask you, because this is an university project and we don't want any trouble. So if we find anyone drinking alcohol, that there will be a consequence. And for SIM card, you can always get a good and cheap SIM card in Sham Shui Po if you need to. And for these apps, you can download WeChat Pay, Alipay Hong Kong, and these are very convenient in China too. And for the maps and traveling, you can get a Baidu Ditu or Gaodu Ditu, the A map it is now called, the or Didi Chuxing. And then for food, you can always order online. You can use Meituan, you can use Ele.me, you can use 大众点评. And for checking on the hotel, you can use 携程 and 飞猪旅行. But for all these apps, 美团、饿了么、大众点评, these you can directly use WeChat to access them because they have the mini apps embedded in WeChat already. So you just need to search the the name of these apps, and then you can get the mini app. You don't have to download them. And for medical and insurance, the university has arranged a travel insurance policy for all registered students going overseas or for activities or internships endorsed by the university outside Hong Kong, which means um, anywhere you are going in under PolyU, you will be insured. And all registered students are eligible for this insurance. And for non-local students choose to stay in their home country after endorsed project, that means you are not coming to Hong Kong after the project, you will not be covered for the final date. And if you are not traveling with us from Hong Kong, then you may not be eligible to join this insurance plan. So this is the detail. You may keep this in mind. And if you really need to claim, this is the claim form. Click here, and then this is the certificate. Click here. These two are the links you need. And then for emergency contact, this page is important too. You may screen cap this too. And In China, we call the police with 110 and call the ambulance with 120. And there are other emergency hotlines you can do. For example, the Hong Kong Immigration Department, it's this one, and the worldwide assistance by ISOS. You can have these two. And the nearest hospital will be the Malipo Malizhen 卫生院 on this number. Okay. So, Angel, do you have anything to supply?
Okay, thank you, Simon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, Simon. I think that students can raise some questions that you just mentioned. Yeah, I can answer about the schedule or the other arrangements. Yeah, or the shuttle bus. Yeah.
Maybe can I have the time? Maybe I also share the settings and theme, and
Okay.
then I can pass the Q&A, so it will be easier.
Okay.
Thanks. So I guess all of you guys have this Word document, and then I will keep updating, and then I will pass the finalized version maybe next week, later, because I'm preparing some link and prepare some demo for you. So try to imagine that now you have another group of students is from Yunnan University. So each of your group will have one or two members from Yunnan University and will be added inside it. So the whole idea is change a little bit. Don't worry, you guys still focus on the VR, 3D reconstructions, take care about the VR experience, this kind of things. So it's easy to understand that I will divide you guys into 3 parts. So here is the elderly. So for the polio student, I guess you have practiced all the BDGS, all the shooting in Hong Kong already. Before the trip, remember to test all your BDGS and 360-degree video in Unity. In Yunnan, we have provided the program. Remember to test by yourself. Then repeat all the shooting in Yunnan. So from day 3 to day 5, you have to do the VGS. You have to do the 360-degree video shooting. So it depends on your techniques. So you can pick up the best that you can present to the elderly. And then once you have going to the service location and then perform the service, so the first one is doing a questionnaire. So before all the things start, do a questionnaire. I hope this questionnaire, the rating or the result is not so good, because after your service, I hope that you will do another questionnaire again. I hope this questionnaire will be better. So what you are going to do in the service, so you have to present your VR tourism demo to the elderly, so that the elderly understand what is the power of VR, what is the power of digital human, etc., etc. And then the Yunnan university students, so I will prepare a demo, and then they will show the demo to them. The Yunnan university students, so they will try to take the photo of the elderly. They will try to do a 30 minutes interview with the elderly. Then later on, I will convert all of their voice, of their script into a digital human, so that they can appear in your virtual location. Okay, so here is the idea behind. So I hope that you have read some of the information. I will not go through right now. So what you are doing right now is, hey, we can see there is some digital divide. If you still remember, our core of this culture is the digital divide, information divide. And then some of the elderly cannot benefit from the cutting edge technologies. And now you have to let them to experience. In your role, so it's here. So you have the virtual tourism, you have the VGS, you have the virtual travel, etc. And then we have prepared a tent. We have prepared a projector. We have prepared the screen for you. So you connect with your computer. Let the elderly to experience virtual tourism within the 30 minutes, one by one. Then the Yunnan university student, they will try to do the recording of the digital human from the elderly. So they will take a photo, and then they will record some of the voice. They will have the 30 minutes interview, etc., etc. Before, we have the questionnaire, pre-questionnaire. After, we have another questionnaire, post-questionnaire. So we hope that throughout this kind of activity, so their quality of life, QL, the questionnaire will be increased. So that is our thinking. And later on, I will convert all the data you get into a metaverse setting. That means we have the VR that may similar to this one. Okay, similar to this one. So we will use your virtual scenes, and then we'll use the digital human from the Yunnan University, convert them into a setting like that. So the elderly will be reborn or exit inside the metaverse platform. So that's what we are going to do. So from day 0, so remember to try all the things into Unity. And one more things for you. Simon and me have prepared enough 360-degree camera. So each group, you have at least one 360-degree camera. And then each group, you have T-shirt. So in the first day, you need to wear the T-shirt. During the service, you have to wear the T-shirt. So we have prepared 2 T-shirts, right, Simon?
Yes, 2 T-shirt.
Yeah,
And also need to wear the T-shirt open. The closing ceremony. You will not join the opening. Yeah.
Okay, so remember to collect the T-shirt next week. Simon, later on perhaps you have to include inside your PowerPoint, how can our student find you? Okay, so it's day 0 before the service starting, all the preparations. And then from day 3 to day 4, I'm sorry that we have the breakfast for you. Okay, we have prepared the breakfast for you from the hotel. And then we have a shuttle bus leave the hotel at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. we have the approval from the government. So you can do all the video reconstruction without anyone disturb your shooting. So honestly, if you have do the preparation video reconstruction, that means the Luma AI or Polycam. So you know that the people they are on the screen or also thing really affects your product. So if you can wake up really early and then do this kind of video reconstruction before 8 a.m. or before 9 a.m., your product will be perfect. It doesn't mean that you cannot do all the video reconstruction after 8 a.m., but somehow the public will come to the shooting location and it will affect your shooting. And honestly, after 8 a.m. or after 9 a.m. or after the shooting, is your free time. Okay? 5 a.m., I will send you to the service location. If you cannot join, it will affect your product. If it affects your product, that means it affects the grade. And then after 9 a.m., perhaps you will still do some shooting or indoor shooting, or you will do some 360-degree camera shooting, etc. I guess most of the shooting can be complete before lunch. And after the shooting is your free time. You can enjoy all the surface, enjoy all the traveling, enjoy all the visits in this location. Okay, so here about I would say that the working time is not means that you wake up at 5 a.m. and then until 7:30 p.m. etc. I'm not going to ask you to work for the whole day for 12 hours a day, etc. After shooting, just go and enjoy your tourist. And then Jianshui or Maribo, I guess no one will go there again. So make a good chance, make a good time, and then do some visiting, do some enjoy all the things, whatever you want. Okay. So day 3 and day 4 is like that. Day 5 and I promise we will visit 2 locations, but now we will not split into 2 teams. All of us will follow the same shooting. So Jianshui first, and then we'll go to Mengzi. So we will hold teams and then go to a museum in Mengzi. And then exam remember starting from 6 a.m. or I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe they have departure from the hotel at 6 a.m.
Okay, so we will depart from the hotel at 6 a.m. Again, we will have the travel, and then again we will have the small package for your breakfast, etc., etc. We'll do the shooting in AM session, and then we will have the lunch. We will have some very good noodles in Mengzi, so it's another good service inside it. So yeah, so we'll go to Manipur in day 5, and then we'll do some simple setting for the TANs, for the screen, for projector, for notebook, etc., etc., for the controller, etc., etc. We'll do these kind of settings. So in the service day from day 6 to day 8, so you have 3 days. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 3 days only. So the elderly will come one by one. So the first 30 minutes at the very beginning, do the questionnaire first. We will prepare a e-form, and then we'll also prepare the paper form. So make sure that you have collected the data. For each elderly, assign a number. Also ask their name. Assign a number. For example, you are group 1, so you are GP1. The first elderly will be GP101. Second elderly will be GP102, etc., etc. So inside the tent, so yeah, just visit the Hong Kong shooting with them first, and then visit 360-degree first, and then 3DGS, and then 360-degree about your Yunnan tour, and then 3DGS about your Yunnan tour. So the whole process is about 30 minutes. Then they will go outside the tent. And they go outside the tent, so you pass the time to the Yunnan University students. So they will help the elderly to take a photo, they will help the elderly to do some interview, they will record the elderly son, etc., etc. And the elderly finish. Then we will go to day 9, we'll go to the closing ceremony, and then we will send you to the Kunmi, and then we will have the free time. So I think that this service learning is I would say that is a very good settings for you to do the visits, and hopes that you will enjoy this kind of shooting with you. But we paid for your tour, so we hope that you can do something meaningful with the elderly, especially when you do the reflections where I discuss with you, so you can catch some of the interesting points. For example, you are doing the digital device, so you are at experiment, and then you are somehow yeah, most of them, they do not have children, they do not have lots of the parents, so you are the only one care them when they are not here. So we try to record some of that information into digital archive into the metaverse. So that's why I put I was as the title of your project, and then to let them know someone in the world, they will still care about their life, and then we will try to record down some of the information from the elderly, and then make it in other place. We create them in the digital world. So that is our thinking. And yeah, I think I have shared all the things I would like to say. So we will prepare. So what else? So I will also prepare 2 notebooks, at least 2 notebooks, and then that can run the Unity. So, but honestly, for each group, remember to have 1 notebook that you can run the video construction, that you can run the 360-degree video, etc., etc. I have sent a link in our WeChat group that is less VPN. Simon is good. Simon's asked you to buy some SIM card, but honestly, try to make a good use of the Wi-Fi. So if you can use the Wi-Fi, connect to the Wi-Fi. And if you want to access through the Wi-Fi, access to the Polycam or access to the Luma AI, access to the YouTube, etc., etc., use the VPN, less VPN. So for the less VPN, exactly remember, 7 days is only $3 US. I'm not sure. Should be $3 US. So it should be 20-something Hong Kong dollar each group. I strongly recommend at least one of you guys have purchased the last VPN. And exactly remember, if one of you guys or each group in one of you guys, you start the last VPN first, and then you recommend the another group to join the last VPN, you get the bonus. So definitely it's lower than $20. So remember to register for a last VPN before you go to this trip. That is very, very, really important. And what else I should say? It should be something like that. Yeah. Do the shooting in the AM sessions, upload the information to Polygram in PM or in the evening. Try your best to produce something interesting within the preparation time, within the first 3 days, and then the service day you can show to the elderly, and then let them know, yeah, someone is caring about the elderly, is caring about them. So that is our word. So yeah, any question that we can answer?
Peter, can I ask a question about you mentioned the Yunnan University students role? So did they need prepare the interview guideline or you will provide the interview questions for them?
I have to recommend questions and then I send you to the work. So So honestly, for the digital archive, the only thing is I need one photo, full body photo. But at least, but it's better to capture at 110 to have a better angle. And another thing is I need a 1 or 2 minutes about their voice. Then it will be a Word document about their interview. So they just input some of the key points. It's a I would say that interview script, and then I will do all sorts of things later.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
I have one question. Do the student helper also need to wear the T-shirt?
Yes. The purple, we have the purple color, not green T-shirt. Another color. The same with your teachers.
That's good. But you also have two, right? Where do we pick them up? Yeah. Simon, can you include inside your PowerPoint how they can find you? And then I will upload this PowerPoint to Backboard together. I will upload this one to our WeChat group.
No problem.
Yeah, we will let you know later. Yeah.
And not only about the alcohol. So last year, one of our students drank coffee with raw egg. You know what I mean? 生雞蛋配加什麼 coffee. Don't drink some way special thing. 生不是雞蛋，生鴨蛋啊，生的鴨蛋，活的鴨蛋。
哦，生鴨蛋。
对，配這個coffee. So do not drink something that you have an experience in Hong Kong. I don't want to care you.
You don't need receipt, keep the receipt because we will, after all the trip, we will reimburse directly to your personal bank account. So you have to make sure that your personal bank account is active. Yeah. 这个同学吃饭那个。Any other questions?
And $50 is really a lot in China. So in the village, as I remember, when you go to anything to buy a drink, it's only $5 or $6 in Hong Kong. It should be more than $30. So 50 is way enough.
The luggage size, I think Simon had already sent to the teaching team group. Maybe I think Simon, you can also add one PPT slides about the luggage size. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. 长裙 better long pants. Yeah.
You are you are serving the elderly. Okay. Honestly, if there is any sexual harassment, let us know. I will invite the elderly leave the tent. Our focus is protect our student. Okay. And I also ask our student to protect themselves. So wearing long trousers, wearing something to make you not so sexy. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's one of the core inside how to prevent the sexual harassment. We will protect you. Definitely let us know. We will protect you. But you also have to protect yourself. So that's why I ask you to wear the long trousers. 就是每一组吧，如果有什么的性騷擾、性騷擾嘛，对啊，不管你的性骚扰是来自你的同学，还是来自一些老人家的话，让我们知道，我们是你们的老师，我们最重要是保护你们，所以基本上的这些事情的话，我们是需要处理的。
还有一个那边可能蚊虫也会，因为在山区嘛，是会多的，所以其实也是保护你自己，就是不要穿长裤啊，然后那种防蚊裤是比较合适的。嗯
Portrait materials 的 gift 是 I cannot understand what's the meaning of the portrait materials gift.
Project materials give 其中一個 slide
其中一個 slide 即係你咯，Simon。
packing list. Simon, can you
喂，
share the PPT?
share 翻
The
個 screen 先。
packing list.
You want to buy some gift for the elderly? But honestly, I will say that all the thing in China, especially in Yunnan, in this kind of village, is really cheap. So you can go there and then buy some small gift for the elderly, or I don't know, if you need something that is can buy in China, just buy in China. It's really cheap.
The packing list. What's that? 咦
Yeah.
嗯
Simon, can you control F and then search gift? Yeah.
哦
Portrait materials, laptop.
that
No,
is
we do not have.
yeah.
Yeah, that is for another project, not
That
this
is
one.
depends on your own project. If you want some award or mostly for the children, they maybe have some gifts for them after all the trip. But it depends on different projects and also different groups. Yeah,
But
it's not
honestly,
necessary. Yeah.
yeah, last year I also buy some small gift for the elderly. So perhaps I will buy some small things, small gift for it's a gift after they have served or they have tried your virtual tourism and also virtual digital human. So I will buy something, but I will buy in Yunnan. I will not buy in Hong Kong and send to Yunnan. It's not reasonable.
嗯 Any other questions?
I would like to ask a simple question. So have you tried to put your 360-degree video and your VDGS file in the Unity? Anyone have this kind? I know one of the students from Department of Computing, they have tried, but how about the others? Have you tried? Try before you go. Okay? For 小朋友，我哋冇小朋友啊。
你哋唔係小朋友啊，我講緊係其他 project，可能有啲小朋友。
如果 gift 係 for 小朋友嘅，係咪每組決定買唔買？如果要買嘅話，我幫你哋買啦。係啊，你係俾老人家咁，可能我去到嗰度，上年我就應該係買咗啲小麵包，買咗啲雞蛋咁上下啦。譬如佢哋做完個 service 嘅話，我哋咪送啲小紀念品俾佢哋啦。通常都係食得嘅健康嘅嘢俾佢哋咯。係啊，你哋唔需要 care 啦，我搞啦，係咯。同埋你哋已經唔係小朋友，我唔會當你哋係小朋友噶，各位。我唔會買禮物俾你哋噶。Simon，我想問下，佢哋會唔會有啲應急藥包啊嗰啲啊？
應急藥包我會帶一啲嘅，但
Simon
係
可以帶一啲去啊。
係，但係至於 敏感
不過佢
藥嗰啲，我就未必可以 cover 到晒全部。
好。So anything you want to ask? Any complaint that, hey, I need to wake up so early, nearly the whole week, starting from the day one, I have to wake up at 4, and then for the whole trip I have to wake up really early. So any complaint?
想問係啊，每一個
每個人嘅。
同學有2件 T，係啊。
And then you have to wash the t-shirt by yourself.
And also have will make some documentary for the all service learning project because in Yunnan in this May we have 4 service learning project. So maybe I will also send a consent form to Peter. So maybe we'll have some shooting as well. So the students may have to agree, yeah, for the medias or that we will have a consent form pass to Peter. Yeah.
嗯。
Any other questions?
So if you want to have a good grade, I would say that A or above in this project. So there are a couple of things you have to bear in your mind. The first one is about your discipline. So honestly, yeah, we are work as a group. So don't be late, and then follow the order with the information. Okay, so that is really important. So I would disclose all the information mostly in the WeChat group. So follow the order. We are in a group, so make sure that you follow all the order. The second thing is yeah, try your best to create some interesting thing about the virtual tourism, about the virtual scene. So somehow your quality of your service together, quality of your product, both counts for your grade. Okay, so you have to kind to the elderly, and then you have to do something really special to the elderly, etc., etc. So we have tried our best to do lots of the background works. So right now, for example, your equipment, projector, and then screen, the tent, we have to send to Yunnan, and then the program we have created a skeleton for you. So the things that you have done is really minimal. So try your best to appreciate our work, and then try your best to do something that you can create, especially about the content creations. The final thing is about your reflection. So you have to write something in your reflection. You have to do a presentation after the whole service learning. So it's a good presentation. So you have to have some evidence. Okay. So how you can have the evidence? Collect the feedback from the elderly. For example, the questionnaire. Collect some sound bites from the elderly. Collect some magic moment. For example, the smile of the elderly using using your product, they feel really happy, etc., etc. So whatever, get some information that can prove the elderly we support, we love your product, and also yeah, can get a higher grade. So you can think that yeah, the first one, disciplinary. Second one is about the quality of your product and service. The third one is about your I don't forget. Your reflections is all about your evidence. Okay. 回到深圳那一天，大家住在深圳，從精yeah, Simon, can you answer this question?
我回答吧。
好吧。
如果你家确实住在深圳，你有这个住址证明，或者比如说你确实证实你家住在深圳，你跟老师说一声是可以的。对，就是因为我们的保险是它是 home city，right
对
Simon？Yeah。
对，那个 那个保险你要跟我们一起回到香港，你才可以包到最后那一天的保险，不然的话，最后那一天是不包的。
就是他家住在深圳，他是从他 home city 去，应该也是包，但是他真的是要证实他是住在深圳。
哦，
对，
Send an email to Simon.
嗯
Yeah,
and
send an
sis,
email
yeah,
to Simon. And then
yes.
ask for the approval. Ask for Simon's approval. I'm okay. Honest, yeah, if your home is at Shenzhen, that is a better choice. Otherwise, for the other student, I think you will be so tired. So come back to the Hong Kong and do not stay in Shenzhen. You have a large luggage, and then you don't want to stay in Shenzhen. If your home is Shenzhen, that's another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. 嗯
And don't go to the karaoke, don't go to the bar, don't go to a pub at night. You have to wake up at 5 a.m. So that not 5 a.m., 4 a.m. So definitely you do not have the power to go somewhere else at night. So don't do that.
Excel room information.
No, no need to care. So that is I would say that's room number one for the girls, room number one for the boys, room number two for the boys, etc., etc. It's for my counting. You guys only read something that is not important.
Pay
So
attention to detail 啊。
go to the details without those is meaningless, right? Ah, nothing.
Any more questions?
Yeah, if you do not have any questions, we will end our session soon. Two more minutes, and then we will end our sessions. So if nothing special, and then this is the end of our sharing, I will up. Yeah, I'm in PQ office right now. You can come, but only for a short question because I have another meeting. Okay. So we'll stop our sharing right now, and then I will upload the video soon. Okay. So
Okay,
keep in touch in the WeChat. Okay. Bye bye.
okay.